elected to the county board. And when she first got elected, I thought, well, she seems pretty nice, but I wasn't sure exactly how into it she was. And there were a couple times that Jill talked about, yeah, maybe she didn't want to run for re-election, but we encouraged her to do that. And then within the last couple of years, people said, you know, she's really got some leadership potential. And we elected her to be second vice chair of the county board. And people were saying, you know, there's a lot more there than we had thought about. And tonight proved it. 72%. Whoa! So, let me introduce Representative-elect Jill Billings. Or yell.
You all look so good. Done this without you. I absolutely could not have done this without you. We
could not have done it without you.
Josh and Zoe, my kids, come on. I'm so proud of my kids. And through this race, when I wasn't there all the time to do laundry, help with homework, do yard work, they did it. They stepped up. And we sat down. When I decided I was going to run, I made an appointment with these two. And I said, this is what I want to do, and this is what the schedule looks like. I downloaded it from the Assembly website, and we talked about it, and they were 100% supportive, and they've been that way throughout this entire thing. I have not heard a complaint from my two kids, and I love them. Thank you. Thank you to Congressman Kind.
Thank you, Jill, for stepping up.
Thank you.
He was there for me. He said, what can I do for you? And I'm thinking I can do this. I'm thinking I can do that. Not just what do you need, but this is what I can do. And that flyer, people love that. My Uncle Gary, where are you? He's over here.
I owe you a beer, I think.
Me and my Aunt Marg were there when I first announced in the county building, and they were thrilled that I was on a piece of literature with you.
Literature.
Would have been more impressive if it was Tawny. So.
As was I. And you and Tawny could not have been more supportive, and I thank you so much for your
You're
support.
going to make us proud, Jill.
Yeah.
I'm trying to decide who to thank first. Okay, I'm going to thank the people that met with me on a weekly basis, who gave up dinner time with family, who gave up football games and baseball games, and this was quite a fall for sports. And they just stayed committed and just kept coming to help me. Thank you so much. I want to thank my neighbors, Jack and Lori, who have always been there for me. You're doing great, honey. You're going to do great. There's never a doubt there. And there's just so many people to thank. My drivers, Mike Kramer and Pat Colleen. Joan Schoenfeld pitch hit for a while. Who else was driving? I had great drivers. And that made doing doors was such a great experience for me. I so enjoyed speaking with people, hearing their concerns, and I realized part of the fun was just the people that I was with when I was doing it, who just kept me feeling good about it, who kept the jokes going, who fed me sandwiches and goldfish and Altoids mints when I was doing really well. I was like Pat Dad loves dog by the end. Thank you so much. And thanks especially to my family, Andrea and Chad, and my mom. Mom, I love you. This was harder on my mom than it was on me, by far, by far. And I have to say, my family has always made me feel like I could do anything, but they also keep me humble, and they help me see all sides to issues. And in the future, I'm going to need you even more, and I'm just so blessed with my family and friends. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
These are exciting times ahead because we've made it through the election and we've done well. We've done well, and so now this is when the real work begins. This is what we've worked toward, and it's humbling. It's humbling that people put their faith and their trust in me. And I'm going to work so hard for our district, and I'm going to do what I've done on the county board. I'm going to research issues. I'm going to listen to the people who work in the trenches, who do the good work, who know what's going on. I've reached out to businesses in our community and talked about how they think we can make things better. I've talked to voters and to see what they need. And I just am so excited about getting to Madison and putting this work that I've done on the county board to work in Madison. And it's been a great platform to run from. I've learned so much from my colleagues. Thank you all the county board supervisors who are here tonight.
Jill.
This is just awesome.
Jill, are we going to work to get our state back?
Yeah.
This is what I'll tell you. As I've knocked on doors, I've heard people say, I feel like Madison isn't working for me. I feel like people don't represent me the way I need to be represented. I think that there's too much partisan fighting that doesn't make sense. I feel like the process isn't working as well as it should. And we can do better. And I think we will do better. I know we will do better. In 2012, as people knock doors and they hear what I have heard, I think that people are just going to have to do better to represent the people in Wisconsin.
Yeah, but what are you
So
gonna
that's
do?
up to all of us to talk with our legislators about what we want throughout Wisconsin and get what we need. Thank you.